Are the doors to your spirit, the entrances and the exits, are they secure, or do the bolts need to be tightened? Do the doors need to be bolted closed? Night before last, I had a vision, and the vision was a man with a pale face and a hooded cloak was peeking through my front apartment door. He didn't come in. Eventually, he ended up leaving. But instead of me getting up to rebuke it, I fell into a deep sleep. I could just say this. The dream scared me pretty bad, but I think the theme of the dream was basically the hinges on my front door, they were not secure. They weren't bolted correctly. Therefore, the door was falling open to any and everything, including the spirit of death. And that's who I believe the cloaked pale man was staring at my front door. So after this dream, I got up and I started rebuking things. Any open doors to the enemy, I prayed that God would close it, bolt it shut, that it would never be opened again. Not just in my life, but the life of my children. Because whether we realize it or not, we open doors to the kingdom of darkness every day unknowingly. It could be from what you watch, what you listen to, who you entertain, anything. It could be something like not even spending the appropriate time with God in prayer, in worship, in your word. Lately, I have been having some sobering dreams. And yes, God is doing things for his people in this time, but also we're becoming more sharp in our spiritual gifts. And when he gives you direction and instruction and warnings, you have to heed the warnings. So I ask you today, are your spiritual doors secure, or are the hinges off of the doors where the enemy can come in? If there wasn't ever a time for intense spiritual warfare, I believe the time is now. All of those other attacks were just preparation for the time that we are in now. I want you to take some time out and ask God, what doors are not secure? What doors are still open to the kingdom of darkness to have access? And what doors are open to give death access, whether that's physically or spiritually? Begin to ask God what it is that you need to do to begin to close those doors, and ask that God will bolt those doors shut and to keep showing you areas you may come up short in your life. It will save your life physically and spiritually. That's just something to think about.